Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Two Bored Millennials. I'm Christian,
And I'm Kelly.
and let's get into it. So, today I have bad boyfriend slash bad husband Reddit stories.
Ooh, naughty, naughty.
But before we get into that, a little piece of good news from the Good News Network. This was posted October 14th, 2025. So as of recording, that's today.
Yeah.
First antidote for carbon monoxide poisoning cleans blood in minutes.
What?
It's invisible, it's lethal, and it's been with us for decades. But carbon monoxide poisoning can now be fought with the first ever antidote that rapidly removes the toxic molecule from the bloodstream. Carbon monoxide, or CO, poisoning accounts for 50,000 emergency room visits in the U.S. each year and causes about 1,500 deaths, each one being lamented as a shameful waste and tragic oversight. Currently, the only treatments for CO poisoning are oxygen-based therapies, which help the body eliminate the toxic gas. However, even with treatment, nearly half of survivors suffer long-term heart and brain damage. This has created an urgent need for faster, more effective interventions. In a study published by the University of Maryland School of Medicine in PNAS, I don't know what that stands for, the research team developed a new engineered protein-based therapy called COM-HBD-CCC, which acts like a sponge to soak up carbon monoxide from the blood.
That's wild.
Yeah, I love seeing medical advances that do things like this. When I was in high school, we had like a STEM program at the University of Akron, and one of my friends he was like actually like my big sib. Like we had a big sibling program at my high school, so he was like my big brother.
Okay.
He was like researching spider webs and like how to manufacture a man-made spider web to use as sutures.
Use as what?
Sutures for like stitches. Yeah. It was crazy.
Did anything come from that?
I don't know. He graduated and I lost touch, but I haven't heard anything about it since, so I'm assuming probably not.
Well, I hope he figures it out.
He had a very interesting life after high school. I don't know what he's doing these days.
Probably nothing related to that at all anymore.
Well, okay, so like he still plays the instrument that he played in high school, but the last I heard he like went into the army, which like knowing this guy was not something that would ever be a path you would think he took. Like he studied flute, was gay, went to school for music, and is now in the army and plays in the band in the army. I say army, some branch of military. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't actually know what branch, but
Flute's a pretty instrument.
it is a pretty instrument, but I never would have imagined a flautist, a fairy flautist, nonetheless, going into the army or military for the band.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll never find out if spider webs can be used for stitching.
I guess we won't.
Someone get on that.
Report back. If you find out, let us know. Shoot us an email. twoboredmillennials@gmail.com.
Yes. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
But the carbon monoxide thing, so I'm sure it probably doesn't say where you're reading it. I just like have all these questions now because it's like, how long can they actually use it? And then when it becomes not effective anymore, you know?
In tests on mice, the new therapy worked quickly to remove CO from red blood cells and was safely flushed out of the body through urine.
Okay, but it doesn't say how long they were like infected with.
No.
Okay.
No,
just curious about that stuff. That's really awesome, though.
It is really cool. I love seeing advances in medical technology. We can do some really cool things.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get into some Reddit stories? Some bad boyfriend stories?
Well, I have something to talk about.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry. Please continue.
Are you just ignoring me?
I am not. I just completely forgot how we
Do you
do this for like
hate
2
me?
seconds.
Do you hate me?
Never. I could never.
So I wanted to talk about how well, this is more of like a debate. Like, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of this.
Okay.
People should spend at least 1 year in customer service
Yes.
before they go off and do another job.
Full agreement. Yes. 100%. Not even a debate needed. That is hands down. One of the biggest things that I see in the world is people who have never worked a day in their life of customer service, and they just don't understand how to treat people.
I agree with that, but then I also see another side of it because I've not in like person, but I've seen like videos of like people that are like, I've worked in customer service, it's not that hard, like having those sort of arguments with people. Yeah, exactly.
You though? I mean, sure.
There's always like those cocky people out there. They're like, yeah, your job's not that hard. I've done it before.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've had those moments too, but only if somebody's doing something actually stupid.
Like the person that's working that job.
Yes. But like, yeah, it's like not they're doing their job slow or anything like that. But like if they're doing something actually stupid that is like detrimental to the job, yeah, sure. Then I'm like, ooh, I've done this job. It's not that hard. But never with customer service, because I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah.
Except unless it's bad customer service. And there's no excuses. Like if the restaurant is slow and you're just a bad waiter, I have zero patience for that.
Yeah. I mean, if like you're in a restaurant and it's like absolutely dead in there, like barely anyone's in there, and you're like not checking on me at all. Like, I'm at the point where I'm like, I have to get up and like go and just like find someone like, hey, can someone come over? That's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I totally understand. Like, sometimes people work like a customer service job, like a waiter, or like they work at like
that's their second job or something, like they're
to get through school, or stuff like that. I totally understand that, but it's like, I don't know. I'm the type of person where it's like how you do one thing is how you do everything. Like if you're gonna treat that job that way, you're going to treat your other jobs that way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Whatever you're going to school for, I wouldn't hire you because you were a bad waiter. No, absolutely not.
Being a waiter is a hard job. You're dealing with the most unhinged. It's not as hard when you have good people.
Correct. Having a good wait staff is hands down like the key to a smooth running restaurant. Yeah, it comes down to management and everything too, but like at the end of the day, the wait staff's the boots on the ground. They can work around a bad manager. Unless the manager is bad at scheduling. That you can't work around. That sucks.
Managers can be bad at a lot of things.
Ain't that the truth?
But I am ready for some stories.
Okay.
I'm very excited about this topic. Considering we are in the presence of someone with a boyfriend and someone with a husband.
Literally. But I read these and I was like, oh, I'm so glad mine's not like this.
And I will see.
Don't worry, I previewed them. He's not like this.
I will let you know.
Okay, so this one comes from our relationship advice.
Okay.
And it's titled, Boyfriend's Breath is Absolutely Disgusting.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, oh, no. Because it is one thing, but like...
This is like, okay, has it been bad the entirety of knowing this person?
That's...
Or did it like just start randomly?
Right.
Is it something they're eating? Is it something like maybe they have a cavity back there?
It could be.
Or what if they're just not actually brushing their teeth? They're flossing.
I mean, like I dated a guy one time who he did have bad breath, but it wasn't for like lack of oral hygiene. He literally had a tooth that had a cavity, but he couldn't afford to go to the dentist. So
that
like
sucks.
It just died.
Yeah.
Or no, he
sucks.
cracked it. He cracked it, and then it just broke and unfortunately rotted. Like,
Oh, that
I
sounds
felt so bad.
painful.
Oh yeah.
And that's our system here.
We went through a lot of tubes of Oragel.
Yeah.
It was constantly on the list.
I couldn't imagine. Like, I would be so insecure if my breath was that bad.
Oh yeah.
You know?
It's one of my biggest fears, especially because I talk to people on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
And I don't like gum.
I don't either.
Gum actually makes me feel like nauseous sometimes. I don't know, like the mintiness, I don't know something, but it gets in my stomach and I feel nauseous from it.
It can happen sometimes. Sometimes it can happen if you haven't eaten, because like those 5 whole calories in that stick of gum, your body's like, oh my God, food. It's time. Nope,
no, it's not. Calm down, bitch.
Settle down.
Settle down.
We're chewing the gum so we don't have to eat. Get it right. This is our meal. Girl dinner.
I had my 4 pretzel bites. Okay, I'm good.
Listen, the other night, I was so lazy, I didn't want to make like anything. I literally just boiled some rice and doctored it up, and I was like, okay, this is it.
Sometimes I'll just make rice and put sriracha on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is fine. And oh my God.
Sometimes I'll make myself chipotle cilantro lime rice because I still remember the recipe. It's really easy. It's so easy.
So one time, Kit and I's first year dating, I was at home and I don't know, we didn't have like any groceries at the house or something. So I just made rice with sriracha and I just sent him a snap of just like my meal, whatever. He ordered a pizza and sent it to the house while he was at work.
That's hilarious.
And I was like, I'll take the pizza.
100%. You're like, well, I was fed, but now I have good food.
Yes. But that's also how you know that he's not anything like these guys in these stories.
True. No, literally, Dustin sent me candles and gummy Skittles to my house randomly. I called him and I was like, okay, so I have a moral dilemma. Because this bag just randomly showed up on my front porch and was delivered. And there's no name on it. And like, it just happens to be my favorite candy and
just so happens to be
2 fall candles that I just happen to love. Okay. It's like, what a coincidence. I have a moral dilemma. I have neighbors with great taste, but there's no name on this bag. So I called him. I was like, I need you to basically tell me that it's like okay to take this inside because I didn't order it. And he's like, yeah, you're welcome. I was like, what?
Oh, I love that.
Literally, I was like, you son of a bitch. How dare you?
You're like, oh, you just have to melt my heart.
Literally, I'm like, that was adorable. How dare you?
How dare you?
I don't like feeling things.
Do you know what? That actually happened to me just the other day. There was like a package on the porch. My mom.
Oh.
She sent me some pants because like a few days, like sometime last week, we were hanging out and she was telling me about these pants that she bought and we were just talking about them and they sounded really nice because she's like, you know, they look really formal, but they're like really comfortable. And I'm like, that would be perfect to wear for like, you know, weddings and stuff. And when I'm working. And so she bought 3 different pairs.
And she just sent them to you?
She just sent them. So I saw the package, like Kit was leaving for work and I opened the door and we saw it there and I was like, did you order something? And he's like, did you order something? I'm like, no. And then I saw my name was on it. And then he was like, you should open it out here because we don't know what that is. Could be a bomb.
Sending you anthrax or some shit through FedEx.
Yeah. But then when I saw that it was like pants, I was like, my mom fucking sent me those pants.
That's hilarious.
And she sent me like different sizes and different lengths and all that stuff. She's like, you know, just so you could try on and see what fits you and then return whatever doesn't.
I love that.
Always like the secret little pack, you know. little love notes that being left on our porches and stuff.
Getting random shit though. It's great. It feels like Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. You ready for the story? My boyfriend and I have been dating for 6 years, and I've noticed this problem in the last year and a half or so. His breath smells so fucking bad. It is affecting our intimacy. If I'm laying by him and he is breathing with his mouth open, I smell it. If he is talking to me, I smell it.
Why is he breathing with his mouth open?
Maybe he's got a deviated septum.
A mouth breather?
I mean, sometimes I breathe through my mouth, but that's because like I don't know, I got boogies or something up there.
You would have to be like really stuffed up. But it seems like he's just like breathing through his mouth instead of through his
Yeah,
nose.
could be.
Yeah.
If he kisses me, I smell it. We are pretty honest with each other, and I've told him numerous times, straight up, that his breath does not smell good. He definitely does not brush his tongue because it's always white and does not. It's always white and not pink. He doesn't floss, doesn't use mouthwash, although he claims that he does do those things. So I suggested that maybe he needs to go to a doctor if he does all of that and the smell doesn't go away. I know for a fact that he doesn't do that. He's just too lazy and does not want to take any of my advice. He just brushes his teeth twice a day and thinks that is sufficient. He refuses to do the other things and doesn't care to do, and just doesn't care to do it. I've encouraged him to do it with me. I've yelled at him. I've literally approached him in every way possible to try and get him to improve his oral hygiene. He also smokes weed daily, and it always smells so much worse after he smokes. I'm assuming have pasties make the smell worse. I don't understand what that last sentence means, but okay. I have no idea on how to fix this. Does anyone have any suggestions on how I can make him understand that it's disgusting for me to see his white tongue and smell his nasty breath all the time?
Does it say how long they've been together at
6
all?
years. They've been together 6 years.
So you've been with this guy for 6 years, and
But
he's
his breath has only started smelling for the past year and a half.
Then he might
But
have
still,
a cavity.
a year and a half.
He might have a cavity.
Yeah, it sounds like...
Kind of like
okay.
what we were talking about. So it hasn't been the entire time, so he definitely developed something.
Okay, so like the fact that his tongue is always white, like that sounds like he has a fungal infection.
It does. It does sound
Because
like that.
even if you don't brush your tongue's not going to be white.
Yeah.
That's... good Lord.
Yeah, he definitely needs to see a doctor about that, because that's nasty.
Oh, God. Okay, top comment. Sometimes bad breath can be caused by a health issue like ketosis, sinus or tonsil issues, yeast overgrowth, etc. Maybe he needs to see a doctor about it. Mm-hmm. Somebody said, just tell him that his breath smells like straight ass. I'd feel embarrassed as fuck if I was told that. OP responds, I do. Every time we are together and I smell it, these are the words that come out of my mouth. Yo, your breath is fucking rancid. All he ever replies with is, okay. And then I usually say, well, go brush your teeth and tongue. And then he refuses to.
Okay, that's weird that, like, the partner is responding in that kind of way. That's just like, eh.
Yeah, I don't understand it. OP also said, I would love for him to see a doctor about it. I've suggested it many times, and I'm always met with the same answer, no.
That's so weird. Why would he refuse?
I would literally, at this point, I would just stop kissing him. I would stop getting in his face, everything. Like, dude, go brush your teeth. We're adults.
Yes, you're an adult.
I wish that they said how old they were, because I really want to know just how old this guy is.
Mm-hmm.
But I have no idea.
Yeah. And I mean, like, because, like, the first thing I think about is, like, because, you know, like, how is it escalating?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I'm sure OP has had, like, the conversation with him where it's kind of like you sit down with, like, genuine concern, like, hey, I am, like, genuinely concerned about your health. It could be an underlying issue that we don't know, we can't see. And
Exactly.
I really feel like you should get that checked, because I don't want to see you get sick or anything really bad happen to you.
Exactly. Like, you just frame it in the right way, and he should be pretty okay. But I don't understand why he's fighting that.
Yeah, that's what's weird to me. And I know OP said something about laziness.
It doesn't sound like laziness, because, like...
I feel like OP should just schedule the appointment.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously. But
Call
you
up and
can't-
just schedule it.
You can't, like, make him go. But the thing that... I don't know. I feel like...
Maybe even suggest it, though. Just be like, hey, if I schedule I will do all the work for you, the heavy lifting. All you have to do is show up.
I wonder if it's like an obstinate defiant disorder type thing where like her telling him to do it triggers his brain to be like, well, now you told me, so I'm not going to.
That is a thing.
It is a thing, and I don't know.
So that could be.
It could, I don't know. It really just sounds like he has a fungal infection and needs to get that shit taken care of because your tongue's really not supposed to be white. Even if you don't brush your tongue, it's not supposed to be white.
Absolutely not. That is disgusting. Guys, if your tongue is white, please go get checked.
Seriously, go get checked. That was posted 7 years ago, and sadly, there are no updates.
Damn it.
I really want to know if they broke up.
I mean, I feel like I would highly consider breaking up.
I would.
If I can't, because like I would, first of all, build up resentment towards that person. Because it's if you're not taking care of yourself.
Especially if it's starting to affect your intimacy. Like, dude, haven't you noticed you haven't gotten laid?
Yeah.
Like,
if I can't cuddle with you, I can't kiss you, like I can't be anywhere close to you. Where is the intimacy? Like when you're a couple, you have to have.
Exactly. Like even so, I kind of sit a little bit on like the asexual spectrum, but even like I still like physical intimacy, like the cuddling, holding hands, like kissing, that kind of stuff. I could not if somebody had bad breath. And that's like, I am always super self-conscious about it, which is why I'm so glad that we sit so far apart for this.
You trying to tell me I smell?
No, I'm just trying to say I'm always nervous that I smell.
He's like, it's not you, it's me.
But actually, yes. That's exactly what it is.
I didn't blame her for leaving him.
I wouldn't either. Like, it's one thing if he has a health issue that's causing it. It's another thing if he's just being lazy. It still makes no sense as to why he says, like, why he's outright refusing.
Yeah, it's very strange that he's refusing to even get anything checked out. Also, like, does he go to the... He hasn't been to the dentist in like a year and a half.
At least.
Because I think a dentist would have noticed.
I would hope. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I haven't been to a dentist in a very long time.
I don't have health insurance.
I have dental insurance. I just don't use it. I should.
I'm actually going to like one of those clinics later.
Oh, there you go.
In like November or something.
Oh.
So it's like where students work on you.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Huh.
No, thanks.
For you.
I need it.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Our next story.
Yes.
Comes from our Ask Women Over 30.
I'm not in this subreddit. I need to get in there.
Oh, this is a good story. My husband is terrible in bed, and it's ruining my life and our relationship.
Okay. I'm assuming he's always been bad in bed.
I would assume.
Or just got lazy. Okay. If he's always been bad in bed.
You knew what you were signing up for.
You knew what you were getting into. I think personally, I think it's very important to have a really good... For me, I need a partner that I can like really connect with.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, and if it's like kind of not where I... Like, it's not going to work.
No.
It's important to me. It's one of the important things to me, but just...
Absolutely. It's no fun if you're not also in the moment with that person. Like, if they're only in it for themselves.
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Not fun.
That's definitely not fun. Anyways, yes.
This is kind of a rant, but I am also hoping for some advice from fellow 30-plus women.
Girl, rant.
I, 31 female, have been with my husband, 35 male, for roughly 7 years, married for 4. Our sex life is terrible and has slowly descended into a dead bedroom over the last 3 years or so. The thought of living like this for the rest of my life is so utterly depressing. I don't have anyone to talk to about it because, well, it's isolating.
Okay, so it wasn't always that way
I mean,
from the sound of it.
Keep reading.
Yeah.
We might find out. When we first got together, I was considerably more sexually experienced than him, and I took a lot of control in the bedroom. I put in so much effort to be sexy, to make him feel sexy, give him the opportunity to explore new things, and really put in a lot of effort to know his body and give him pleasure. He was always more of a passive recipient, and it took me a long time to realize he never really put in any effort. We had a relatively wild sex life, but it was me shouldering the effort to make that happen.
Oh, no.
I have tried to guide him and teach him what I like and don't like and what works for me. He can't find the clit, jams his fingers in at weird angles, does the typical jackhammer move, has no concept of rhythm, to name a few. Teaching has failed time and time again because he just can't seem to retain the knowledge or skills.
He just doesn't care.
100%. That's really what it boils
Literally,
down to.
he just doesn't care.
If he wanted to, he would, girls.
Oh
my God. Teaching has failed time and time again because he can't seem to retain the knowledge or skills. I have never faked an orgasm with him and tried to
Good
openly
girl.
communicate.
Don't do that.
But as the years have gone on and none of the teaching or guiding was effective, I put less and less effort in. Then I began to dislike sex. It was unpleasant. I never really got wet, and it 100% became a burden. When he asked, I would essentially let him use my body, and that occurred probably every 2 weeks. Jesus.
No.
Turn yourself into a sex doll for your husband? Absolutely not. Now, in the last 3 years, I have had 2 conversations with him about needing more from him in the bedroom. Okay, well, 3 years, 2 conversations, that's it. He took the first one well, said he was embarrassed, and it was slightly better for all of 1 time. The second and more recent one, a few months ago, I was very blunt and straightforward and didn't tiptoe around his ego. I told him exactly what is in this post and asked him why he didn't mind fucking my dry pussy, and that I felt that he should be embarrassed by it, that it often hurt, and that sometimes I cried afterwards while he was asleep because it was so depressing.
Yeah.
I want to make a specific point that my husband has never SA'd me or forced me, and he would immediately stop, and has, if I said to. I want to have sex. But then it just ends up being so terrible that it turns me off in the middle of it, and it's upsetting. But after that recent talk where I described exactly what I wanted from him, he has just stopped initiating it all. So now, once again, all of the burden is on me, just in a different way. It sounds like your husband is lazy.
Very lazy.
And now that it's not about him getting his rocks off, and he has to put in some effort to make you feel good, he doesn't want anything to do with it.
This whole thing is atrocious.
This is where sex gets so sticky, and I'm so glad that, like, my boyfriend understands where I come from and, like, what my, how my body is and everything like that. We communicate fantastically. It's amazing. It's great. I'm so glad I don't have this situation because he's willing to listen, and, like, if I'm not in the mood, he's totally fine with just laying there cuddling. Like, there's no forced, nothing. Everything happens organically and naturally, and it's just great. I'm so glad I don't have this husband.
I am just kind of like the husband just does not care about his wife's experience
and
at
hasn't.
all.
Like, she's
literally
she's
has
told
not
you
the
before.
entire time.
She's told you before. This is the second conversation that you've had about, hey, I have needs, and the needs are not being met.
It's literally the multiple conversations, like trying to teach what she wants, and then he just doesn't pick up on it and doesn't even try to do anything that she's taught. And then also having, like, the conversations, and she mentioned how the first conversation the first time.
Yeah, it was better for one
It was
whole
better
time.
for one time, and then after that, it was just dropped. And that's a typical man thing to do.
I was literally just going to say, I feel like this is a man thing.
It is.
You tell a man one thing, he fixes it one time, and then that's all of a sudden good.
Yes.
And like, I can't say I haven't been there. Obviously, I was an immature man at one point in time. You know, I was a man in my early 20s. I've made mistakes. I've learned. I've grown.
We're all people.
We are all people. This person is over 30 and still can't find the clit and still does the jackhammer move. Dude, I'm not even straight, and I know that those aren't I know that's not the way to do that.
Okay, but also, I also feel that there was a lot of, I don't know how to word this specifically. So when they first started dating and stuff, and she was kind of like the dominant one and kind of controlled everything that was happening, and she was doing all of the effort.
Yes, I'm following.
If you continuously keep doing that, he's going to not know that there's a problem. He's going to think like, this is how you like to do things. And he's just there for the ride. He's like, okay, this is what our sex life is like. This is great.
That is a good point. Fine. He probably did get to a point where he was like, okay, well,
now she's confused.
She's just going to take the lead.
Yeah. And maybe that worked best for him, you know?
It could be. I mean, maybe he really is just like
not
bad.
That, yeah.
But
doesn't have a lot of experience. She said that he doesn't have a lot of prior experience.
It's one thing to be inexperienced, though. It's another thing to not listen.
That's
yes. She's telling you what feels good. She's telling you what she wants, and you're like actively refusing to do that.
And that's kind of like an older person thing. Like, you can't change them. You can't tell them what to do.
He's only 35. Like, my God. It's not like you're 80. You're not a dog yet. You're only 5 in dog years.
He clearly just doesn't want to make...
No, it's 100% just a lack of effort.
Yeah. Especially, like, the fact that he could fuck her and she's just laying there and dry. My dude.
Nothing about that sounds pleasurable for anybody involved.
I can't believe he was like, yeah, that sounds fine. I can do that.
What if he's
weird.
Bet you he likes
that is
dead
psychotic.
People. He probably likes dead people.
Yeah, he's probably a necro.
I had that thought too. I was like,
that's scary.
Gross. Icky.
But I'm just like, there's something wrong with him. The fact that he could do that and be like, yeah this is fine.
You're a shit human. Like, you, dude, come on.
That's so...
You could be inexperienced, but you have to know that doesn't feel good.
Not only that, but it's kind of like you're mentally okay with that too.
Right.
Like, you're mentally okay just like knowing that your wife is just laying there dry. Just laying there waiting for you to be done. Like she's a doll. That is psychotic.
Just like last week's episode, it takes us back to ye old times. I am but here to receive thy seed, my lord.
Oh my God.
Bear thy child, keep thine house.
No, I'm watching The Handmaid's Tale right now.
So basically, USA
and that's kind of like,
2025.
well, I'm saying that's like kind of what they do. The woman, the handmaid, just lays flat on her back on the bed, and then the man just like,
ew!
Yeah, you've never seen.
I haven't seen it.
It's
listen, it's
twisted.
on my watch list. I've heard great things about it. But
great show! But is it a show or is it?
That's what I was gonna say. It seems a little bit too close to home at the moment. So I haven't.
Because I recently just started watching it, and while I was watching like the first like few episodes and stuff, I was like, oh my God, a lot of this stuff is happening right now. Like, I was like, I'm scared. So,
well, I mean, we've talked about it outside of the podcast too. I mean, we don't need to go into it here, but like, I got you. I'm on the same level. Beans. Continuing, there's still more. As a result, I have started to feel a lot of resentment towards him. I fantasize a lot about an ex from college who used to worship my body, and I take care of myself thoroughly and repeatedly whenever he's out of the house.
Oh, hell yeah, girl, get it!
Get your nut, girl.
Fantasize, read that fairy smut.
Listen, I have heard so many good things about fairy smut books, but I can't find any that are like gay males. They're all like lesbians.
Really?
They're all lesbians or straight, and I'm like, well, I would like to read.
Well, I guess you're becoming a writer now.
I-
You can find a ghostwriter,
they
you know?
exist. They exist. Okay, there's an app called Goodreads. Like, you can find literally whatever you want.
Oh, okay.
Not a sponsor, but Goodreads. Goodreads, if you're listening, we are looking for sponsors.
Hi.
I am at my wit's end, and I will end up divorcing him eventually if this doesn't get fixed. I'm so tired of trying to teach him. I wish desperately that there was some kind of sex school that I could send him where he'd learn on someone else's body with some kind of teacher. I would gladly pay for it and would not feel an ounce of jealousy. Only relief that things might get better.
I mean, even couples therapy.
There are sex therapists. They make sex therapists. God made sex therapists. They exist.
I feel like this is definitely something for a therapist.
Yeah, 100%. Whether it's a couples therapist or a sex therapist, like, but there are people to teach you how to do sex good. Hell, just watch porn.
Probably a sex therapist would be the best option because it doesn't seem like
Porn's the last resort.
It doesn't seem like because OP's not talking about like any other issues in the relationship.
Literally.
So there probably isn't because otherwise if she was ranting, you know, she's ranting about that, but then she's like, oh, and there's also this. Like while I'm ranting, I might as well talk about this too. But she's not bringing anything else up.
She's not. I'd be really interested to see if he has like other instances of not listening.
True. Yeah, that could be.
Like, I wonder if she has to
Cleaning,
like, yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if she has to like, quote unquote, nag him a lot.
Getting something at the grocery store, or yeah.
Has anyone gone through something similar and come out the other side of it successfully? Any advice, words of wisdom, your own tale of misery? I'll take any and all of it. Edit. Wow, this got a lot more attention than I was expecting. Thank you to everyone who shared their insight, resources, and personal stories. I love women so much, and I really appreciate the support. I will continue to read and reply to some comments, but it's gotten a little wild. Looks like it's sex therapy for us. Too bad we don't live in New York City, because squirting workshops sound incredible.
Oh my god.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh my god.
Get it, girl. Go on a retreat.
I would, my god. Top comment. I could have written this about my ex-husband. 7 years, the last 2 to 3 almost dead bedroom because he was just terrible in bed. I tried to teach him, guide him. I frequently had to remind him that foreplay was a thing for years. Lube was a staple because I was as dry as the Sahara from his non-effort. A lot of times I had to get drunk to be able to have sex with him at all. I honestly thought I was asexual. We divorced. Now he can have all the terrible sex he wants with someone else, and I have great sex with my current partner.
Good.
OP responds that that's exactly what's happened with them. She's not quite ready to call it quits yet.
Yeah. Might as well try sex therapy.
Might as well.
You know, that could be like last resort. Like do that, and if still nothing changes, then
or splurge and make a weekend trip to go to New York City for the squirting workshop.
True.
I mean, it sounds resourceful.
Weighing sex therapy, squirting workshop. Which one do you want to put your money towards?
Or do both? I would do both. I feel like
on his
I
dime.
feel like skills could be gained.
Do you think he could learn something from that?
I feel like he could probably learn quite a bit.
I mean, he just found out what the clit was, so.
Squirting
Step
workshop
one.
would certainly show him that. Step 1.
The clitoris.
It's the one thing they don't teach you in sex ed in school is how to find it.
No,
It's like, did you ever watch the show Big Mouth?
no.
There's like this one part where one character says, oh, what is the line? Oh, puberty for boys is all about the miracle of ejaculation, and puberty for girls is basically just a
Don't
jumbled
get
mess of
pregnant.
aching tubes. Oh, God. So
Pretty
glad
much, yeah, that's all we learned about was like getting cramps, having a period, and getting pregnant.
Yeah.
That's all we learned about.
I mean, they don't really even teach guys how not to get people pregnant anymore. I mean, they don't. At least in Catholic school, they didn't teach us about condoms.
Yeah, I didn't learn about any of that
Abstinence
stuff in
was
Catholic school.
Abstinence was our contraception. Just don't do it. A lot of people did anal.
I learned in public school.
Well,
So.
are you ready for our third and final story?
Yes.
My boyfriend is convinced oh, I'm so sorry. This comes from our What Should I Do?
Oh.
And was posted 188 days ago. My boyfriend is convinced he's a terrible partner, and I'm worried he'll break up with me to, quote unquote, save the pain. Save me the pain. What should I do?
Maybe believe him.
Maybe.
I don't know. When I feel like, unless he's super depressed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he
That could
super depressed? Because I used to be like a super depressed bitch. Like I was very depressed, and I was always like, I don't deserve anything. I don't deserve anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I'm sure we've all been there. Wow.
so I feel like either he's super depressed or you should believe him and he is a bad partner.
Mm-hmm.
Because I sometimes feel like guys will just straight up be like, yeah, you shouldn't be with me, you know? You could do better than me. And then it's like, because you are a shit person.
Yeah.
So I wonder which one it is.
When I read this before, it didn't sound like that one. But
Okay.
we'll see what you think. I've never posted on a Reddit page before, so sorry if this is formatted incorrectly. I've changed some of the details to keep my anonymity, but it wouldn't change the context. I, 23 female, have been dating my boyfriend, we'll call him Seth, 23 male, for almost 3 years now, and it's been amazing. We think on the same level. Everyone around us jokes that if we ever break up, love isn't real. I think he is the one I'm going to marry, and I don't say that lightly. Lately, though, we've been getting into small disagreements, and it almost always ends with him saying that he feels like a terrible boyfriend. Last night, we got into a heated argument for the first time. Usually, we talk out our disagreements. Edit. Since people are misunderstanding the crux of the issue, I'm going to reword this. The issue was that I was in a bad mood. I warned him I was in a bad mood, and he did something that he knew would annoy me. The fact that he did something that he knew would annoy me on a day I was already stressed was what I was upset about. Not the thing that he did, as what he did isn't that big a deal. Basically, what happened was this. For 2 years, every once in a while, I would ask Seth to post me on Instagram. He'd say he would, or he had a draft ready to go, and he wouldn't. I didn't make a big stink about it, because I honestly didn't really care. A week ago, he was talking about wanting to start posting on Instagram, and I said he should start by posting me. He got mad and said I had an attitude, so I apologized and thought I'd just leave it alone since clearly he was starting to feel some type of way about it, and maybe I was too if I spoke with an attitude. Yesterday morning I was in a bad mood, so I told him that I had a short fuse and was sorry if I became snippy at any point. That night, he asks me to help him make his first Instagram post in 2 years about someone who recently became important to him. Someone who wasn't me. I said no and walked away. He later told me that he knew it would upset me, but that he planned on posting me too. I was not mad that he wouldn't make an Instagram post. It was the principle of the fact that he, knowing I was already upset, decided to do something he knew would upset me further. Knowing I was stressed, I told him he was free to call me, but afterwards to give me the space to cool off. So he calls me. Reminder that this is all just context. My concern here is how quickly he pivoted to I'm a terrible boyfriend over this. Fast forward through the disagreement and he apologizes. I'll paraphrase what he said here. I'm just tired, OP. Not of you, of being a bad boyfriend. Anytime we fight, and we've been fighting a lot recently, it's because of something I did. And even if it's something you did, it's usually because I made you mad first. I feel like you're looking at me with rose-tinted glasses. You've always forgive me for everything, and I don't deserve it. Even now, I'm talking about myself when you're the one who's upset. I should be comforting you. At this point, I told him to keep going, because I prefer letting people talk and explain themselves however they see fit before giving my opinion. So he continued. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say I'm being too hard on myself, but it's true. Every time you're upset, I get mad at myself, and then you have to pick up the pieces. You can find someone better. I know you're going to say you don't want someone better, you want me, but I'm not good to you. Maybe I was at the beginning, but all I do is mess up now. You have a laundry list of guys who would kiss the ground you walk on and follow you like a dog, and yet you're stuck with me. I don't know why I'm like this. You deserve someone who won't yell back at you. I used to cower when you were angry with me, but now for some reason I think I have the right to argue back, and I don't know why. This line of thought scared me immediately, because while it's true he would usually cower and apologize if he did something to upset me, I never wanted him to. I don't want him to think our relationship should be like that. I told him I don't expect him to follow me like a dog, and that I'm glad he argues back with me because it shows he sees me as a person, an equal. He continued, if I was your friend, I would tell you to break up with me. Even your friends agree. You could do so much better than me. I think I'm building a resentment because I'm constantly looking for a hit of dopamine, and maybe being in a relationship makes that harder. Maybe that makes me not mature enough to be in a relationship. I don't know what you see in me. I'm just so tired of being terrible to you. Well, one would say if you're tired of being terrible, maybe just don't do that. But like also...
I have so much to say. I have so many things.
Well,
is there more?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Should I wait?
Just say what you guys...
Okay, so I was going back and forth with what I said earlier about what this could be. Like, either he's super depressed or he is actually a piece of shit. And I was kind of going back and forth between it. Like, okay, he actually seems like... At first, I thought it was like, this is just a dumb little argument, whatever. Because that's going to happen. You're 3 years into a relationship. You're so young. Like, you're going to start getting into arguments. You're not in your honeymoon phase anymore. No. Like, it's going to happen. And it's whatever, you work through it.
Exactly. But, and how you work through that defines the rest of your relationship.
Yeah.
If you guys can communicate that, it's great.
And it's normal to kind of go through that rough patch of like, okay, we're arguing a lot. Yeah. Because you need to get through that rough patch to figure out how you guys argue, how you work through it to know if you're ready for marriage.
Correct.
So I was not concerned about that part. But then when it got into this, and what a smart girl to be like, keep going, just keep talking. Because what a bitch. I'm just sitting here like he wants her to break up with him.
That's what when I was reading this, I got the same vibe. Like he's not wants her to break up with him.
He's not going to do it. He's not strong enough to do it. He's going to make her do it because it also makes him look like the victim.
Yep, he's not the bad guy if she breaks up with him.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe he would still tell everybody how bad of a boyfriend he was because, you know, he tells her all the time that he's so bad.
He's clearly telling you that you shouldn't be together. Believe him.
Always. If somebody's telling you they're not a good person... That's exactly what's
going on.
When somebody tells you they're not a good person, believe them.
Yes.
Always. If they're that self-aware, believe them.
Okay, I'll let you finish and then maybe we can go to one more.
To explain the your friends agree with me part, I'm conventionally attractive and I get asked out a lot. My friends have expressed shock that I was dating Seth multiple times.
Who cares? Don't care about the looks.
Literally. They would usually say something like, "You could have anyone. You're so gorgeous, and it's just surprising because Seth is just Seth." To which I usually tell them that I love him, and he's not just Seth to me. Also, he's plenty attractive. I don't know why people act like I'm a goddess standing next to him.
It's all opinions.
Exactly.
Like,
it's all subjective.
Yes, it's all subjective.
Or why they act like attractiveness is everything. To them, Seth is just a nerd. But that's why I like him. I'm a nerd. I grew up the weird girl who liked warrior cats and hissed at people on the playground. Because of my looks, I found that guys often, and girls sometimes, treat me less like a person and more like a pretty girl. My weirdness became an interesting quirk, and guys don't often disagree with me just because they want the pretty girl to like them. Seth treats me like an equal, though, and that's why it scared me when he started saying he should essentially cower beneath me, or I should find someone who would. I don't like that our friend's perception of him changes how he sees himself compared to me. I don't want him to compare himself to me at all. I know I don't see him through rose-tinted glasses. It's the other way around. He says I never do anything wrong, but that's obviously not the case. I shouldn't have told him he could call me when I was still very upset because I knew I'd say something harsher than I normally would have. There have been plenty of times I've done or said something selfish, but he doesn't even acknowledge it. I know I'm not a perfect girlfriend, but he wants to be a perfect boyfriend. No matter how many times I tell him that it's not possible to be perfect and that disagreements are normal in a relationship, he just goes back to, "But we never disagree about you, so clearly it's possible to not make your partner upset." I don't know what to say to that. This is an issue I've had with boyfriends in the past. They put me on a pedestal, are convinced I can do no wrong, and hate themselves for hurting me. I've told him I think he needs to go back to therapy, but he doesn't really have the funds for it yet. By the way, he doesn't always upset me, and he doesn't always mess up. He upsets me maybe once a month, and after he apologizes, I'm quick to get over it, while he tends to hold it in. A year ago, I told him he stopped taking me out on dates, and ever since then, he's taken me out once or twice a week. He's actually really good at reflection and improvement, but he thinks that he shouldn't have to be coached on that at all. He thinks he should have instinctually known to take me out more. I don't know how to untangle that. I honestly think our discussions and disagreements are normal parts of being in a healthy relationship, but he doesn't. I'm afraid the next time we argue or disagree, he'll get fed up and decide he's too broken to date and break up with me himself. I don't think he's damaged goods, but that seems to be all he can think of himself. Also, he has a weed addiction that I've encouraged him to work on, plus depression, anxiety, and ADHD, and I think that's why he needs dopamine hits, as he put it. Sorry if this is all over the place. I hope it didn't give too much unnecessary info. I tried to add everything I think is significant. I told him not to reach out to me until I reached out to him to give us some space.
Okay, so this is like very iffy because I still fully think that he's just trying to get you to break up with him so that he could be the victim and he wants to move on from this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I also forgot about the part that he won't post her on his social media. And that's a huge red flag to me. If you do not post your partner on social media, you are hiding them.
It's one thing if you don't post on social media, period. Like, I don't post a lot. Like, I'm a private enough person. I don't necessarily like sharing my partner on social media, but I also don't necessarily like being shared on their social media. Like, birthdays is one thing, but, like, the whole world doesn't need to know we went out for a date.
Well, if your partner came up to you and was like, hey, could you post me on your social media?
Yeah, that's something entirely different. And I mean, like, we haven't really had this conversation yet in person, like Dustin and I. But, like, I'm sure we will at some point. But for the most part, like, it hasn't really been a thing. But, I mean, if he asked me to, sure, absolutely. But we also haven't really had the opportunity to take a whole lot of cute pictures. And we're both somewhat vain, and we're not about to post something unless we both look flawless.
Yeah.
We had pictures taken of us on our, like, first actual date. We went to a craft show at Hale Farm.
So cute.
It was adorable. But the pictures that this lady took of us were so unflattering.
Oh, no.
We were literally like, well, we can't use these. And we were going to take some more this past weekend because we were going to do birthday stuff for him. But unfortunately, everybody else canceled. So we ended up just rotting at home, which was totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's always down to rot, which is great.
That's good.
I love it. I listen. Anybody who's willing to sit there and rot with me, they're worth keeping.
That's what we do. We just rot. We don't go out. I mean, we also, like everything's expensive now.
It's too expensive to go out.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that like third places aren't a thing anymore.
Third places? Like,
home is like your first place. Work is your second place. So third place, because like, typically people would have like, oh, I have a regular bar that I go to, with my husband once a week. Like, this is where we go to dinner. There's not a whole lot of that with people our generation, because like, who can afford to go out like that? I mean, like, I can hear the groan in the pizza delivery guy's voice when I call.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm I'm one of the farther points of their delivery zone. And I can hear it in his voice.
Fuck this guy.
Literally, I could hear it in his voice the last time I called. And I'm like, well, but like, I always tip well, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're going to groan. Well, you're getting a $10 tip, so...
So stop groaning.
Exactly. Shut up and bring me my pizza.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like this guy, he's young. He just doesn't want to be in the relationship anymore.
That's what I got from it too. And even though the first commenter left a story there, he said, spoiler alert, dude had super shitty parents. In the beginning, did he ever say, you shouldn't be with me because I'll ruin your life? He responded, his parents are sweet but distant. He said that growing up they were never really home and he's an only child. He said he really only looked forward to weekends growing up because his dad would buy him a new toy or game to play with, but they didn't often go out as a family. I feel bad calling them shitty because they're very nice to me and I can tell they love him, but I think he grew up feeling very alone and neglected. He didn't say that in the beginning, thankfully. This commenter responded, nice don't mean shit, lol, distant. Yep, sorry, emotionally distant parents. That's what it is. I'm sorry you're going through this. I'm a lot like him, or should I say, I was. My parents aren't shitty, but they were not emotionally intelligent, and their idea of keeping me humble was to make sure I was countered on all of my achievements. Oh, you think you're so great, but there is always someone better. They told my wife, don't tell him he's great, he already knows it. LOL, no I don't. I think I'm garbage. And I had to do a lot of garbage to kind of make it make sense. If that means anything to you. I was a horrible cheater and I pushed away people who were sincerely supportive and kept people who were obvious red flags because they made it make sense that I was garbage. He also has a lot of work to do. I'm sure it's not going to be easy for you. Ask him, if you don't deserve me, who do you deserve? I'm just worried he's done something out of his own fear and insecurity like cheat, and that's why he's projecting this onto you to deal with. Like, oh my god, I'm not good because I actually did something not good that you don't know about.
Oh yeah, maybe.
He's got a lot of work ahead of him, and honestly, you may not be deserving of that hardship he has to endure to right the wrongs he's faced. I want you to be safe with your heart. I don't think he's manipulative, but I think he's accidentally revealing more than he thinks when he says these things.
Yeah.
This
is layered.
Yeah, dude's got a secret. 100% he's keeping something from OP.
Definitely.
And it's going to blow up. Sadly.
Check his phone.
Literally, check his phone. Check his phone. Although, iPhones made it easier to like hide things.
What do you mean?
You can literally like hide apps behind your Face ID now.
They're trying to help cheaters.
Yeah, we have hidden folders. I don't know if Android has a hidden folder.
I don't know.
Oh, but like
I've never I mean, I've never tried to hide anything
Oh
on
yeah,
my
no.
phone, so I don't know.
iPhones have an entire like hidden folder where you can send stuff and it puts it behind a passcode. Which like I put things in that folder that like if somebody were to get a hold of my phone, I wouldn't want them to accidentally see.
Sure.
You know, like my sister's kids, I wouldn't want them to accidentally open up a photo app and they don't need to see that. But, you know, that being said, if you know the passcode to my phone, you know how to get into my hidden folder. So, like, it doesn't... I don't know. I hide things to keep them away from 4-year-olds, not my significant other.
But I mean, even if she went through his phone and found that there were hidden folders or something behind a passcode...
That's true.
She could be like, what's this?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's proof that there's something to be hidden. So what you hiding, bud?
Also, you might not find everything in just the phone.
Mm-hmm. Laptop.
Emails. Social media. Because I highly doubt Instagram or Facebook is behind some sort of passcode.
True. That's true. And I don't know that you can hide messages or DMs in Instagram. I don't know. I'm not a sneaky person, so I don't ever like look for that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I don't try to hide anything, so I like don't know if that's a thing.
The only thing I try to hide is my genitals from children's eyeballs. That's it. Like,
I feel like I need to do some like investigating. Like, I need to do some like detective work and see what I can do on my phone. You know,
yeah.
Since I don't have an iPhone, but that's interesting. But yeah, clearly this guy's hiding something. And yeah, I think he's projecting.
Oh, 100%. 100% dude is keeping some secrets.
I don't know. Yeah, I just kind of think, even though the fact that he talked about posting something on his Instagram, he's like, I think I might post something on my Instagram. It's like, you did that on purpose to make her upset. He's purposely trying to make her upset.
It's either he has a secret and he's accidentally revealing this secret every time he says that you shouldn't be with him, or he's just trying to manipulate OP into breaking up with them.
That's what I think it is. I think he's purposely trying to upset her, purposely putting all this stuff into her head to make her start thinking like, maybe we aren't supposed to be together.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe he is treating me really badly.
And I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I haven't always been the most forthright with my emotions when it comes to, like, breakups and stuff like that. And, like...
Yeah, breakups are hard.
I have 150% tried to get that person to break up with me because I didn't want to do it.
I've done all my breakups.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
I've done most of them. only a couple times. Although the last person to break up with me was the one who cried. Like, I didn't even cry. He sat there and, like, sobbed while he broke up with me. And I'm like, what? Aren't I the one who's supposed to be hurt right now? Like, I'm just more pissed that I have to pack up all these clothes I brought over here over 7 months. Yeah. I know. Maybe
they just, like, they couldn't handle doing it, but they just did it. I mean, I don't know what the situation was, but...
Here's the funny thing. So what he told me was that I was just spending too much time over there. Which, the entire 7-month relationship, I told him. Like, I knew I was spending a lot of time over there. The entire time, I told him, if you need space, let me know. I am more than happy to spend some time apart. Like, it'll be okay. This man was a therapist and couldn't communicate. Like, well, sorry for your clients. Wild. It
yeah. Dang.
I know.
I got nothing to say for that.
I know. That last one is just absolutely wild. Well, do you have any closing remarks for today's episode?
No, I don't. Because one of the things that Reddit loves to do is like they love to be like, break up with them, get a divorce, all this stuff. And I'm not that type of person that's just like straight to the bed. I feel like
I want to find out what the issue is and then divorce him.
I feel like some of these stories I'm just like, yeah. I'm all about taking the step to like try to see if you can work it out.
Learn the details.
Yeah, and then
Get the story.
You know, but you also have to like mentally prepare yourself for it. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like when you come to Reddit and you're starting to like rant about all these things, I feel like you're at the point where you're thinking about it at least.
I would hope so. I would hope you're not taking to strangers on the internet before, like,
Really blinded by something, because there's
Could be.
sometimes people that are super blinded by the situation and they're like, yeah, is this normal? And then everyone's like, no. And then they're like, oh damn, all like this is bad, way worse than I thought it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do like that when you're like, oh yeah, story, and you're like telling the story to somebody and their jaw just drops. And you're just like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
This is just my life. What do you mean?
Yeah, what do
it's
you
like,
mean?
this is not normal. This is not okay.
That was the, like, when I started talking to my therapist about just like my life in general. And he stopped me one day and was like, did you ever have to study for anything as a kid? I said, no. He goes, and you just kind of knew, like, you did well in school, but you didn't really try. I was like, yeah. He goes, you have ADHD. And that was a trauma response. I was like, what? He's like, you didn't have to learn, like, you didn't have to pay attention because your brain could literally just absorb everything else going on around you. And you never learned the skills to deal with that. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, that's why you struggle in college.
I thought this was just normal.
Yeah, I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I thought it was just super normal. I thought everybody just was able to do their coursework without studying. I didn't realize until I got to college that not everybody just breezed through school napping on their books and studying by osmosis.
That was me. I had to study hard for school.
I didn't have to open shit until my freshman year of college.
Don't know what that's like. I mean, there were some classes that I didn't have to do any studying for, and they were I was actually really good at math, even though I don't use math for literally anything in my life. I was pretty good at math. It just came easy to me, and I never had to study for those.
I was good at geometry.
Except trig. Fuck trigonometry. That was the worst class. That actually got me to hate math, because I took like honors math classes when I was like in high school just for fun.
Oh my God.
Just to be challenged.
I was in honors English and honors history, but not honors math. I did really well in geometry. I suck at algebra. Like, to the point where I had to retake Algebra 2. I was
really good at algebra.
I had to retake Algebra 2 my freshman year of college because I didn't score high enough in the math portion of the ACT. Yeah. To even get out of a math class.
Oh my God.
So I had to retake Algebra 2 my freshman year.
Science was my worst subject. Like biology.
Biology I was great at. Chemistry, I failed that 3 times.
I was in honors chem.
I failed.
Physics was fine. That was a lot of math. But then when it came to biology, it was like, nah.
So I...
Never be a doctor.
So I failed chem the first time I took it. Passed it the second time I took it with a B. Had the same teacher. Well, I changed my major. And I had to take a different chemistry class because the one that I just took didn't count. And I failed that one 2 more times.
Shut up.
After that, I just gave up. I was like, nope, I'm not passing chemistry. Exercise science is not for me.
Do you know what's really funny? So I love psychology.
Same.
I'm like really big into psychology. Mm-hmm. I took a psychology class 3 times. 1 time in high school, 2 times in college. And I got a C every single time because there's just something about psychology that's just like really hard to wrap my head around.
Yeah. I mean, it's all super abstract concepts.
Yeah, but I love it though. Oh, and I feel like I understand a lot of it, but I also don't understand a lot of it too, which is why it's so fascinating to me.
Well, yeah, it's just like the human brain in general.
I think it's funny how I've taken a general psychology class 3 times and I still got a C every single time. I mean, I don't know what to do about that.
Hey, you're generally very good at general psychology.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm blushing.
Well, friends, thank you for tuning into today's episode of Two Bored Millennials. We hope you enjoyed it.
Give us a like, comment, share this with your friends, subscribe. Let us know what you think about the stories, any advice that you have, and
share your stories. If you have any interesting stories that you guys want us to hear or read on our podcast, feel free to send them to us on an email, twoboredmillennials@gmail.com.
Yeah, just put in the subject, story, so that way we can keep track of it.
Yeah. And like give us a brief like what the story is about, like a topic. Like title your story for us so that we know what to read.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.